Hey guys, I'm Emily and this is Brooks Family Farm. I am on my way to the shop to make at least one mixed bouquet. I have a custom order picking up this afternoon. Tomorrow is our farmer's market, so I'll also be making several bouquets later this evening for that in the morning. So my camera died when I made that bouquet earlier and I had to go. So I went ahead and made it. I will put a couple of pictures of it in here because I think it's my favorite bouquet I've made yet this year. And it was all because of that dahlia that I used. Dahlia, I still don't know. But what I do know is that I'm going to be growing so many of them next year. I just grew, I think I have 9 plants growing and I am in love. Neil's in love with them. We're gonna grow so many next year. Anyway, that bouquet is beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. I do have a few other dahlias, different varieties that I'll be using to make these farmers market bouquets. So I thought I would go ahead and show you my setup and then just get to it. So I have lots of Snapdragons. I have a few little tiny celotias in with those. Helen added this to my bucket this morning. She calls these cucumber flowers and they're her very favorite. And then there's this bucket which is also packed about 4 times too full. A couple groovies and then so many Snapdragons. I have just a few zinnias. I've been trying to be really particular about my zinnias. I have a lot of my plants but not many that are making it into my bouquets. And then these are a few things from our hayfield which I love using. This is wild quinine, which I think is so interesting, but it's very pretty. I don't know if I'll use this little grass or not, but I thought it was cute. I've tried to use it a few times and I just don't think it's my style, but I have it just in case. I have these empty jars everywhere. This is how we transport and display 6 of our bouquets. I've got just my little supply shelf. I've got strings to tie my bouquets, stickers pre-started because they're a pain when your hands are full of flowers, a stack of wraps ready to go, and my coffee. This week I am gonna do just a few. I found these sweet little milk jug looking vases. This one is my absolute favorite. I think it's so pretty. And this is supposed to be a little creamer thing, but using mugs for arrangements is my very favorite. And this mug, this was just from Dollar General. It's not anything special, but it says live life in full bloom. And it's just, I love the stripes. So I'm gonna fill a couple of those. I have done some mugs and a few vases for farmers markets in the past. And for me, they have not sold well. The wrapped bouquets sell a lot better. But these are so cute, I can't help but take them. And I do a lot of custom orders for mugs and vases and things. And so I like to have a few out there just so people kind of remember that and think of us when they go to make those orders. So my buckets are stuffed full to the point of almost being unusable. I bet I spread some of this out into jars in a minute because I lost a cooler this week. And I didn't realize how dependent I was on having 2 coolers until this week. So we have this old refrigerator, which is doing awesome. This is where all my flowers came out of. And then we have this awesome glass front cooler that we just got used off Facebook Marketplace. And I love it, but it decided to quit working this week. So I had everything jammed in the bucket to fit in the one refrigerator. And I think it might be hard to pull stuff out of, but you'll find out with me in a minute. We'll get started. So this is a lot and it's very much in my way. It's overwhelming. Okay, we'll move stuff around. So many flowers. I want to start with mixed bouquets. Last week I started with Snapdragon bundles just to get some bulk out of my way and then do the mixed. And I really want to do the mixed and see what those are going to look like this week. But I don't think I can. I think I need to get some Snapdragons out of my way. I'm just going to use a couple of these jars. So this is what we transport in. But for my first few bouquets, I'm just going to offload. Okay, this is much better. I still have an ungodly amount of Snapdragons, but it's only Snapdragons in these buckets. And then I pulled out my everything that was not a Snapdragon. So now we can see these dahlias, just a couple little Rebecca, some yarrow, some sage, some Russian sage, my celosia, some salvia, this other little dahlia back here. Yeah, okay, 100% more workable. So we'll start with some mixed bouquets and get those done. So I have this really pretty greenery, I'll get it out, that I think is just so cute, that I harvested from our native prairie. I think it's just a lovely base of greenery that I can put these pretty flowers in. I'm just going to start right away with one of these groovy dahlias, which is such a cute name. Okay. I might try and go, I usually don't plan my colors very well, but I might try and go a little bit more fall toned with one, just because I have so many options. So kind of stay away from the pinks and do the more whites and yellows. This is a Peruviana, if that's how you say it, zinnia. It's so dainty and cute. It's like halfway there, value-wise. Beef it up a little. This is one of my favorite zinnias of the week. It's kind of an orangey peach. I'm gonna see how a few of the orange Snapdragons look. Let's get a color idea. I like it, not bad. I added those Snapdragons to fill out, and I really like it. I do the tie to keep it in place. Customers can keep that when they put it in the vase, or they can of course take it off. I don't ever want my wrap too tight on the flowers, so I kind of scrunch it a little bit before I put the sticker on it, so it's not squishing them. There she is, one down. The second one is more what I usually do, just all bright colors with a little mix of texture. I want to make at least one or two of these vases before I get too far and run out of the flowers I want to use. Because since this is my favorite, I want to use my favorite flower. When I'm doing an arrangement like this, I put my vase or my mug right up on the edge, because to see how tall this is, I can just come right in front of it, snip it off, and in she goes. There's no way this is going to show up on the video, but it's kind of like a peachy color. I think it's perfect for this. I think it's super cute, and if it doesn't sell, I can keep it on my table for a week and then try it again with different flowers next week. No harm, no foul. I'm going to start here. These are actually parsley flowers. You can tell. They're super cute and they almost dance. So I'm just doing a base. So I don't have any color in here yet, and I will have color in here. I'm just doing this kind of crisscross along the base. I think we can all agree this looks terrible, but we'll see if it comes out of it. Let me get some Snapdragons. So we'll take a brief look. I have 5 mixed bouquets. I will take you with me tomorrow to the market to show better pictures of each of those. And then 2 little mixed arrangements. So I'm going to get all this cleaned out of the way and just do some Snapdragon work. So the Snapdragon bunches are pretty straightforward. I do 30, sometimes a couple more if some of them are particularly small. But 30 makes a nice sized bunch, and I'll make several of those. And then I've eyeballed at least 2 more of these mugs that I will just do straight Snapdragons. So we will be taking so many more flowers to this farmer's market than we have taken before. But my philosophy is they may not all sell, but they're not going to sell sitting here in my farm room either. And I can take some pictures. So like these mugs and vases, I can snap some pictures of those, and those are good examples of what we can do just to use to show people if they're looking for a gift. And I didn't bring my phone out here to the farm room with me. We actually use it to play audiobooks for Helen when she sleeps, so I left it in the house, and so I don't have any idea what time it is. So that also kind of, I can just keep going. Maybe I shouldn't, but I feel like I can. I have my coffee. Neil came out here at 8:45, 9 o'clock when he finally got Hugh to sleep. That's when I had made 2 mixed bouquets. So I'd say it's 10:30, maybe 11. Who knows? I'm out here flying solo, so I'm just gonna get all these flowers ready to go. I may leave a few extras. Helen likes to make some of her own little jars at the farmer's market. Sometimes when she's in the mood, so I'll probably leave a few just in case she's in the mood tomorrow. But otherwise, just get them going. I'll probably show you one, but then otherwise it'll be too boring. Do 1, 2. Not gonna that loud? That's really boring. It'll really put me to sleep if I start counting too much. The white Snapdragons are the ones that have been sneaking up on me. I can tell I've been harvesting at night because they'll have a little bit of brown that I just don't see. I've got a pretty good headlamp, but I guess it's not that good. So we have good lighting in here, and so they don't make it to the customers, thank goodness. Can't talk and count. Easier to count stems. So that's 18. That's what that looks like. So 30 is going to be really full. What are those places where you can just throw peanut shells on the floor? I think it was Colton's when I was growing up. Maybe there's others that let you do that too. That's how my farm room feels. Just flowers on the floor. It's very fun, liberating even. Not flowers on the floor, like stems and old flowers. I'll never throw my actual flowers on the floor. So there's one down. I'm going to turn off the camera now so I can actually count. What are you doing, Helen? So I was actually editing this video and realized I kind of cut out quickly. I ended up finishing those bouquets. I got inside about 10:45, so it wasn't as late as I thought. We ended up with the 5 mixed bouquets and 4 Snapdragon bouquets, as well as 2 mixed vases and 2 Snapdragon vessels. I only got a couple seconds of video at the market just because I didn't think about it. It was kind of a slow market, slower than we're used to at that location, and we still did pretty well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. We so appreciate those of you who have subscribed to our channel and watch our videos. That just means the world to us. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see more of, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to know what you're interested in. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.